sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now room for Eckler, and some room to maneuver, and all the way up to the 46. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Chargers.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Vikings 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack. 49.
First down, here's Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
49 is the back. Watch 49. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that.
On 2nd down, Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Cook. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down and goal. Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. D.J. Waddle. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Now, that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock. But now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as time expires in the first half, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
47-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Check. Check hot, bro. Hot. Check 24. Check 13. Check 13.
Back to the ground, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On play action, Cousins. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check, check, check.
Cousins on the keeper. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Running for it. Here's Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Herbert now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 40. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Kelly. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Chargers 21, Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. Smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strike.
The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Able to find Thielen and brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.